Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Ignition Time. I'm not in my studio, just wrapping up for the night, and I did want to share some encouraging news with our viewers and subscribers. And the encouraging news is that there seems to be a deal reached with conservative Democrat Joe Manchin from West Virginia. So this is encouraging. You'll see this report on your screen. So the deal is that the benefits are going to be $300 a week instead of $400 a week. That's number one. Number two, the this is going to be extended not through August 29th, which was the original House proposal from the Democrats, but through September 6th. So this is better than August 29th, and it's not as bad as the July proposal from Senator Rob Portman, the Republican senator from Ohio. And it seems like Joe Manchin has agreed to this. Also, the good news is waiving taxes on unemployment benefits up to $10,200 is also in, and but there's going to be a cap on those who are eligible. In other words, there's going to be a cap on those who can essentially not pay taxes, or for whom taxes can be forgiven for up to $10,200 in unemployment benefits, and this would be households with income under $150,000 with would be eligible to deduct that amount from their taxes, which is interesting because if you're on unemployment and you're getting unemployment. So presumably this would apply. Let's say a husband and a wife file their taxes jointly, and let's say the husband makes, again, let's just say, in fact, let's just say the husband is on unemployment, but let's just say the wife makes, I don't know, 140, $150,000. So if their combined income exceeds $150,000 for the household, then the unemployment benefits would be taxable. But if the combined income was less than $150,000, then the unemployment benefits for the first $10,200 would not be taxable. Now, let's think about this for a second. If you're getting $300 a week, plus, again, I'm just going to pick a random number here. Let's say you're getting $300 a week in the booster and $300 a week in unemployment benefits. You're probably looking at $600 a week, which is $2,400 a month, which is $30,000 a year. Now, that would mean that you would not pay taxes, assuming your household income is less than $150,000. You would not pay taxes on the first $10,200 in unemployment income. That's what this means. And then after that, you would. So, again, if a household is making more than $150,000, it appears as if they would have to pay tax on the spouse getting the unemployment benefits would pay tax. And so the idea here, at least as far as Senator Manchin is concerned, is to further target the stimulus benefits, because he was the one that held up the negotiations for several hours today. So again, the House version called for $400 a week up until August 29th. The Senate compromise, which involves support from Senator Joe Manchin, includes $300 a week up until September 6th, and an additional waiver of unemployment of taxes on federal taxes on unemployment benefits up to $10,000. Now, please be advised that your state may still charge you taxes on unemployment benefits. So this is just federal taxes. This is not state taxes. I have done another video which you can check out on our channel, where I've talked about states, where I've talked about some states not charging their state taxes on unemployment benefits, but other states are charging. So it's going to depend on your state. So even if the $10,200 in taxes are waived by the federal government, it does appear that your state will still charge you taxes on unemployment benefits. And I have done another video outlining why why you may have to pay taxes on unemployment benefits and how that came about and how that works. So definitely, please check that out. Check that out on our channel. But this is where things stand. Also, it is confirmed that the president actually supports this. So news just came in that President Biden is indeed supporting this. Here's a full statement from Jen Psaki. The president supports the compromise agreement and is grateful for the Senate and is grateful to the senators. Now, folks, let's be clear about this. That the Democrats didn't have a choice; they had to strike a deal with Joe Manchin, because without Joe Manchin, they simply wouldn't have gotten the bill. So, and as I reported earlier, 8 senators in the Democratic conference actually opposed the $15 an hour minimum wage. So that was unfortunately dead on arrival as far as the Democrats were concerned. John Tester of Montana, Kristen Sinema of Arizona, Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia, who's pretty famous by now. I should probably use the word notorious, not famous. He wanted to further target, and I've seen some of the comments from our viewers and subscribers. Folks, I'm just, I'm reporting what's going on. And honestly, beyond the frustration with Joe Manchin, I think the bigger factor here is that the Democrats, even though they have a 50-50 majority in the Senate, a single Democratic senator like Joe Manchin from West Virginia, or the independent Bernie Sanders from Vermont, who typically votes with the Democrats, or the independent from Maine, Angus King, either one of them can decide to skew things for the Democrats. So the Democrats, even though they have a majority on paper, boy oh boy, they've got to get everyone on their side to get any major legislation done. And by the way, this was budget reconciliation. For them to pass other stuff, they're going to need the Republican senators on board. But hopefully, they can come to an agreement. Honestly, I believe that President Biden must have called Joe Manchin and said, "Hey, Joe, what's it going to take?" And Joe must have said, "Mr. President, look, I need it to be more targeted. I don't want people making 200,000. I don't want a family, household making $200,000 a year, where the one of the spouses is on unemployment, getting a waiver on their unemployment, getting a waiver on their federal tax on unemployment, and then President Biden must have said, "All right, Joe, you got it." It's pretty much what happened. Pretty much what likely happened. And the for the Democrats, folks, this is a test of unity, and there's okay. So let's now focus on what lies ahead. Okay, so what lies ahead is we're going to see we're going to see them debating. We're going to see a votorama. I think this is going to drag into the wee hours of the morning. Then we're going to see a vote, and this bill will pass 51 to 50. This bill could pass. It could pass sometime tomorrow, and then it could be on the president's desk for signature Monday, Tuesday. We are at the finish line, folks. I will always be with you. I've been with you from the start, and I will continue to be with you. And even if it's not in my studio, even if it's a little bit more casual like this, because I wanted to make sure I got the news over to you, because I would have felt uneasy without delivering this news to our beloved community. So hopefully you learn something new. Please, my advice to you is rest easy. Just hang in there, guys. Rest easy. We will get through this. I actually might watch this movie, Coming to America, over the weekend. I'm planning on just chilling over the weekend. I'll be releasing some videos, because I release videos every day. But I hope I'm asking you to rest easy. The fact that Senator Joe Manchin supports the bill will mean that it'll that provision. There will be some other amendments. Expect some drama tonight, although the core of the bill will stay the same. The $1,400 stimulus checks with the targeting, which was Joe Manchin's idea. The $300 a week benefits with the targeting as far as taxation on unemployment benefits are concerned. Right here, the main thing that Joe Manchin got a cap on who is eligible to write off $10,200 in jobless benefits. Under the deal, Democrats agreed to ensure that households with income under 150K were only eligible to deduct that amount from their taxes. So that is pretty much it, everyone. Listen, I appreciate you all. I'll keep you posted as things evolve. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Thank you. I appreciate you. Take care. Bye.